Well, good afternoon, everybody. It is meteorologist Kelly Bayern here in the KOIN Now digital booth. We are actually having some breaking weather right now. A tsunami warning is now in effect for the southern Oregon coast due to a very strong earthquake that happened offshore about 45 miles from Eureka, California. Now, there's a chance for a significant inundation of ocean water as these strong waves move in, and the timing of it is right now through about midday through noontime. And again, this warning will continue until officials see the threats dying down, but right now we are in it. And if you are out along the southern Oregon coastline through Lane and Lynn counties, again, you need to move to higher ground immediately with these ocean waters pushing in. Again, significant water and flooding is possible as we work our way into the rest of the hour here. So please be careful out there. Looks like my graphics aren't working at the moment, but again, this is going to be for areas around Lane and Lynn counties as we work our way into the next hour. Again, that ocean water could move inland here and cause major flooding for areas of the southern coast. This does not include the Portland metro area. This does not include the northern coastline as well. So be sure to move to higher ground due to that significant inundation of ocean water possible. Again, this was sparked by an earthquake that was just offshore from California, Eureka, California, about 45 miles southwest of Eureka. And I was hearing that a lot of folks out in areas of San Francisco even felt the rumbles of that earthquake. But again, we do have that tsunami warning, the first in my career here in the last 8 years that I know about hitting Oregon. So please, folks in southern Oregon, be aware of this threat. Move to higher ground. There's a chance that we see massive amounts of ocean water moving inland and flooding some portions of Lane and Lynn counties.
Okay, Scott, now get right back into it for me. You said this is sort of a intersection point.
Yeah, so Humboldt County is what we call a triple junction. This is where three plates are all coming together. North American plate, the Pacific plate, and then the Gorda plate, which is the southern extension of the Juan de Fuca plate off of the coast. So you have, here in Oregon, we are moving in a westerly direction, about 2 centimeters a year. The Juan de Fuca plate and the Gorda plate are going down underneath us at 4 centimeters a year. And then up from California, you have got the Pacific plate, which on one side is the San Andreas fault. I mean, it's where the San Andreas fault is. One side is the Pacific plate, the other is North America. So it all comes together in Humboldt County. And so this is a place that gets lots of earthquakes because you have three plates coming together. And so we had a 7.0 earthquake today, which is incredible.
Yeah.
What tell me what a 7.0 feels. I guess this wouldn't be the way that it would feel for people that are there, because it's obviously several miles off the coast. But what kind of damage can a 7.0 do? Or I guess more specific, what would a 7.0 do if it's off the coast and can impact people like in the situation in San Francisco?
So on land, because it is off the coast, it's where the San Andreas goes off the coast. The good news is they are going to be rocked. Everybody is going to be knocked around, and some people are going to be even knocked to the ground. There are going to be things coming off of walls, and some damage that's going to be on shore. And we'll be getting pictures coming in of the damage on shore. The good news is it was far enough off the coast that the amount of damage on land is not going to be devastating. But they are putting out a tsunami warning, which is interesting. Normally you put out a tsunami watch, and then when a tsunami hits, then it becomes a tsunami warning. But they're jumping and they're saying, okay, tsunami is possible. Now, 7.0 generally doesn't produce a tsunami. Up at 8.0, yeah, but it's at the border, and so they are telling everybody to get off the beach, which is good.
So that's my question. They must know something then if it's a warning, not a watch.
Yeah, well, it's so close to the shore that they are just being proactive, and they're saying everybody get off the beach, and I think that that's very, very smart. It's a
And it
technical.
and it was interesting to me because their warning said you are in danger. So clearly there's enough with the magnitude of the quake that they feel like they need to let people know that this isn't a um, possibility. This is something strong.
Exactly. And so they just don't know. And they're on top of it right away. I mean, the news got out just absolutely quickly. And so our part of the country, we're used to earthquakes, but then especially when they occur where we are, people are on top of it. So I think it's very important, and it's in an area that has lots of earthquakes because three different plates coming together. It's a triple junction.
And it's a good reminder, we're not in obviously in the impact area or anything like that, but it's a good reminder for us that we live in earthquake country.
Exactly. And that's why we appreciate you guys covering it. They have so many earthquakes. They had a 6.1 earthquake in 2021. They had a 6.4 in 2022. So this is not uncommon, at Humboldt County.
Am I correct that, and I'm far from a scientist, that these even moderate quakes help keep us away from a big one?
Yes, every time that there is an earthquake, you're relieving pressure, because what one plate is moving and building up, build, and then bing, it releases. And so yes, but the big one that we are always concerned about, that is breaking all the way from Northern California up to Southern British Columbia, and this is at the very, very southern end of that area. So it's going to relieve a little bit of pressure, and that's good in the big picture. But really, it's the big one that we're really going to be concerned about.
Scott, as always, great information. I appreciate you being willing to take time. What, just so that I make sure and I've got it on the recording, what title did you want for your lower third?
You can just put Scott Burns, Professor of Geology, Portland State University.